I was kind of in awe, like in shock, because there was just so much beautiful artwork and like how everyone had their own individual messages and voices that they put through art, like their own two hands. Me personally, as a 17-year-old, like I still have so much more to learn and so much more to grow. So I don't know everything, but just by being in spaces like this with My Black City, I'm learning so much.
This was actually my first Black art show that I've been a part of, and I mean, it made me feel good seeing the reactions of my own people enjoying my work.
When I came and I looked and I saw my art like on the wall, it was very emotional for me. I was like a little bit tearing up. It's a proud moment. All Black inclusive moment of artists and creative minds and, you know, all these different genres and singing and poetry and everything all in one building. You know, it kind of felt like Black excellence.
Location was phenomenal. It was a packed house. You were featuring artists, so it wasn't just people with different businesses like we would think in the traditional sense. It had a creative outlet to it so that people from different avenues, people from different walks of life, people with completely different business ventures could mix and mingle and get to know each other. We found a way through your organization to have a place to meet, to come together where we can start helping each other develop businesses, develop as individuals, and that is always going to benefit the larger community.
90% of the people I didn't know, but I didn't feel like I didn't know them. People were really open. I love the dynamic of the age range of folks that were there. There was from young to older. Honestly, it was a beautiful picture of what we're about as a community.
It was really exciting. It was just amazing just meeting folks in the community that I've never met before. And I think that the spaces that we create are going to help inspire others, and especially like the next generation, but also this generation. People now can change. People now can also become a better version of themselves.
It's important that you take a place and a role in the community, that you come out from your own surroundings, from your own household, from your own business, and see all the other businesses that are in there and realize that there's information to be gained and there's information that you have that can be shared with other people.
It starts with one. I'll be the one for me and mine. You could be the one for yours.
Live fully in your Blackness. Don't shrink it. Don't hide it.
Don't let anyone try to say that you have to water who you are down to make somebody else feel comfortable.
We owe ourselves to be fully and completely who we are. All of our Blackness, all of our femininity, all of our masculinity, every single piece of us is who we should bring to the table.
Just hurdle over adversity. Just keep going.
That's what's most important. Through that representation is how you have a voice. Through that representation is how you make sure you have that equity. Through that representation is how you continue to advance us as a community. If we don't see that representation, we don't have to stay for that. We have the power to create our own, right? As long as we come together as a community and we help each other.
We have to celebrate ourselves in order for others to know that we have a value. And it's not until you open your mouth or you show them what you can do before anything else can come into play. So we have to represent in our community, and also that will bleed into the rest of society.
But when I even go to restaurants, I'm looking to see who they hired. I'm looking to see if they celebrate and recognize us, if we're being paid, if we're being in the economy. Representation matters a lot.
And we need that for generational wealth and to give our grandkids a place in society. We can do this. It is this season where I am coming to the fact to say, hey, you know, my life is not over. I've got a lot of stuff to bring to the table, and I want to bring it. Our community is our home. This is where we reside. This is where we live. And if we don't do it for our community, no one else is going to do it. We got to be there for the next generation and the next generation. We have to be there, because if we're not there, who's going to be there? Who's going to show them? Who's going to tell them? But it's never too late. We have to show our young people and just our community, period, that we are active, that we are involved, we are vested, and we want to see change. And the change comes through us. Why don't we teach our kids what they need to know to be successful in this world? Once they know that they're cared for, then they'll start caring about themselves and they'll start expecting more from themselves.
This sense of community and the sense of uplifting each other and this sense of helping each other and reaching back down and pulling someone else up is the one thing that is going to get us ahead in this country, because nobody else is going to do it for us. If we're waiting for someone else to help us out, it's never going to happen. So we owe each other a duty to care about each other, to celebrate each other, to help each other, and to continue to uplift each other.
So much weight is always put on Black people, but that's why we're built to take it.
We shine brighter together.
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 Hello, my name is Brandon Bournes, and I'm the founder of My Black City. And since the beginning in 2017, we have been about celebrating and equipping our local Black communities as a way to inspire us all to be greater. There are amazing people in our communities who are representing themselves and their community well, and we need to celebrate their impact and use those stories, those people, those experiences as a catalyst that inspires our community. In 2018, we had our first interest meeting, getting together people in our community who wanted to make a difference. Here are a few clips from that meeting that I think will inspire you.
We need to transfer wealth from business to do the things that we need to do in our communities. That is my mission. That is my passion. I'm a community builder.
Our people have a lack of trust in one another when it comes to business. They feel that the person on the other side can do better.
We all have emotional challenges, whether we realize it or not. These emotional challenges can manifest themselves as limitations. By having someone that can support you in moving past these limitations, it opens up so many opportunities for you.
Networking and putting opportunities together for our parents and young people are really important.
We are who we surround ourselves with.
It's powerful. What's going on in this room. It's life-changing.
Everybody can see that we're not afraid to be who we are.
How you see yourself, it really defines what you can achieve.
That was our first meeting we ever had as an organization, and that meeting provided the heartbeat of what I think our community is looking for. We used that feedback from that meeting to help us develop our first initiative, which was a local Black magazine that highlights and celebrates our community. A year later, we published our first edition. 100 Black community members who are doing great work in our community. We wrote about them and celebrated their impact, and it completely changed the atmosphere of our local community.
My name is Carrie L. Barnhill, better known as Mother Barnhill, the lady who wears a hat every day. I'm excited about the new generation of Black young people who have migrated here to Colorado Springs, and I'm especially excited over Mr. Barnes. He has done a fantastic job with his magazine. Even though I did the Black magazine in 1998, he has picked up the mantle and carried it on. This is going to be a great city represented by so many of the new Black entrepreneurs here in Colorado Springs. And it's an exciting time for all of us. And let's get behind them and stand behind them and give them all the support that they need.
These are interviews that were done after that launch of this first initiative.
Black people, we need each other, period. And a lot of people don't reach out to anybody. If I know something and somebody else doesn't know something, just sharing that information with them helps them grow.
It's so important in the Black community to be able to fix our own things for our children, something they could stand on. This was Martin's dream, this was Malcolm's, all of their dreams, that we have a foundation to stand on.
So we gotta come together and help build our communities for the future, continue to put things out there for Black excellence and just growth.
Us working together is what community building is all about.
They told me I could not be a writer. They told me I could not be a business owner. I heard that all the time I was growing up. Today I own 3 businesses, a nonprofit and a publishing company. The value of community is coming around one another and sharpening one another.
When we are investing in ourselves, when we are investing in one another, we're actually investing in our children, in our future, in what we desire this city and this state, this country to become.
An organization like My Black Colorado is vital to the thriving economic development of our Black community.
We've been separated too long. We need to come back together and lift each other up.
My Black Colorado Springs is not something new. We've been a part of Colorado's rich tradition and culture for years, but now is the time that we make sure others know about it, that we make sure as new people come into our communities that they remember and know and are able to benefit from our rich tradition.
That's why we need you to speak on it, talk about it.
And we really want to help grow this community. MyBlackColorado.com doing a lot for us, building a directory, and they're trying to put a lot of Black businesses and Black entrepreneurs together. And that's what it's all about. It's growth, it's community, and it's helping get us to that platform that we need.
Over these last few years, My Black City began to create initiatives around what the community wanted. And currently, we have over 10 community initiatives we have launched, and over 16,000 people who have been directly engaged or impacted through our initiatives. Watch this recent testimonial from a local community member that has been impacted by our organization.
Maybe mom and dad were right when they told me this wouldn't be nothing.
Hello, my name is Angela Wells, and I'm the owner of Serene Naturals, which is the collection of vegan hair, face, and skincare products for all, as well as Angie's Vegan Cakes, which is delicious custom vegan cakes, cupcakes, and cake jars. My Black City is about connecting cities and the individuals and businesses that live within them to each other, as well as sharing resources with one another and taking the time to celebrate each other's successes and wins in the community. I have been involved with My Black City for both of my businesses. Angie's Vegan Cakes was featured in the Buy Black Vendor edition of My Black City, as well as Serene Naturals was featured on the My Black City Facebook page for a product review. I also helped coordinate vendors for the 2021 People's Choice Awards and was there present in Colorado Springs to receive my golden ticket. There is so much value in celebrating our community. For example, I've been in business almost 6 years and didn't receive my first award until My Black City created space to celebrate individuals and businesses that are impacting the community. My Black City gave us the opportunity for the people to speak and select winners. And celebrating those individuals and businesses really makes a difference to them. It helps us to know that people are watching and encouraging us and want us to be our best selves and create our best work, and to celebrate the small and the big wins, as well as the entire journey and the finish line. What inspires our community to celebrate one another is the fact that we are such a persevering community, that we are achieving impactful, amazing things in a system that wasn't designed to see us succeed.
Seeing my dreams, delusion and reality, I'm somewhere in between. These voices in my head get loud and they keep telling me that I'm a fool for trusting in these wings. But maybe, baby, this what flying feels like. Maybe, baby, this what flying feels like. Maybe this what flying feels like.
Since the beginning, we have been about impacting our community. And I just want to read the creed, the mission statement that I wrote for that first meeting that we had back in 2018. And I believe it still holds true today. We often worry that we don't have enough resources in our community to go around. When we see someone in our community that does what we do, but does it better than us, many times we get a little nervous. Instead of using competition to spur on creativity, teamwork, work ethic, and innovation, we often are so overwhelmed with our own fears and insecurities that we lash out. We gossip, we sabotage, we hurt one another. This has happened to many exceptional people in our community. We need to do better, but we need to lead by example. Our love for each other needs to be greater than our fear of failure. If I had to simplify into one word what My Black City is about, it would be about love. Because love is patient, love is kind. Love does not envy. It does not boast. It is not proud. It does not dishonor others. It is not self-seeking. It is not easily angered. It keeps no record of wrong. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres. Love never fails. When people come in contact with our brand, that's what I want them to experience. It's not an easy aspiration to live up to, but I believe it's worth fighting for, and it's what we need as a community.